Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Taken from about the 12. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Corral.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Corral sets up play action. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run with Foreman, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Play action, Corral. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here's Foreman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Corral looking to throw. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Foreman is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Packers hit 6 and 5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Lucky. 26. 13.
Rodgers going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A gain of 3, second down. Corral. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Corral with it. First down here. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Corral's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Foreman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Corral. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on... And this throw will be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, here's Corral. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Corral's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Foreman, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And Corral will throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll go with Foreman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They run again with Foreman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Deontay Foreman
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
48 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 1st down, Foreman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he finds his man, complete. That's James. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get that ball. Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Let's make these baby out there. This. Mike 13. Here we go, here we go.
Now Rodgers. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. He's is the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, where they about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, we're